This notion that police officers are the enemy is absolutely insane to me. What's going on right now, and think about what's going on right now. It's based on a police-involved shooting in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Four-time convicted felon with a gun in his pocket fighting with the police. It's a false narrative that Black Lives Matter and the new Black Panther Party, they were here, threatening to kill us last night when they were marching on the 3rd District here in the city of Cleveland. You can't go and, freedom of speech is one thing, but you cannot go into a theater and scream fire. And I believe that that's what's going on right now. I think that we can make that argument that you're going into a crowd of people and you're saying kill the police, and very influential people, including the President of the United States. It was just mind-boggling to me that he made the statements that he did just one day after the events, the police-involved shootings. Before 1 minute of investigation was done, very divisive. And when a credible person like that is making statements like that, it validates the false narrative that the Black Lives Matter folks have out there. We all want the same thing. We want everybody to go home at the end of the day safely. Protesters, supporters, police officers, people that are just down here to see what's going on. And we can't do that without the help of our leadership.
I mean, everybody, violence is what keeps coming to my mind. And as you say, everybody wakes up in the morning wanting to go home at the end of that day. And the president is going to speak at 4:30. Here's a little bit of the statement that he has already released, which gives us a suggestion of where he's going to be going here with this statement. And let me read that to you and get your thoughts on it, Steve. We may not yet know the motives for this attack, and he's talking about Baton Rouge here, but I want to be clear. There's no justification for violence against law enforcement. None. These attacks are the work of cowards who speak for no one. They right no wrongs. They advance no causes. The officers in Baton Rouge, the officers in Dallas were our fellow Americans, part of our community, part of our country, with people who loved them and needed them and who need us now, all of us, to be at our best. Your reaction?
Very nice. I appreciate hearing that. I wish that's what he was saying a day after the police-involved shootings in Minnesota and the day after the police-involved shootings in Baton Rouge, because that would have gone a long way. The divisive things that he said, and the governor of Minnesota, that is actually what has sparked the murders of police officers. And these are not, you cannot compare a police-involved shooting, police officers going out and doing their job and defending their lives, to the absolute murder, setting up and murdering of the Dallas police officers here in Baton Rouge. I find it curious that the president all of a sudden wants to wait and see what the motivations were. He didn't want to wait and see what the motivations were when he was making the divisive statements.